guys, this is Lynn from Paper Peas. I have a few items from Ollie's that I'd like to cover with you. I went into just my local surrounding Ollie's and I stumbled, as I always say, upon several different little things. And so one of them that I'm going to start off with is, it's going to be this burlap. The burlap is $1.99. In the other videos that I showcased, I showed where I found all the colors in the home decor. I found the red, the brown, the black. Well, I came across two of these and I just went ahead and grabbed it. Christmas is coming, right? Now, I might not be saying it correctly. Is it Arteza? I got this Arteza deep green and this sangria red. They were both $1.99, but they are, 120 milliliters. There's enough in here for me to work on a couple of things, but I really want to test out their acrylic paint to see how, I just want to test it out, see how it goes. So these were some really pretty colors I grabbed. I grabbed these Arteza water-based blendable pens. Now these were $1.49. I'm gonna go ahead and open these up. Let's see what they look like. Here's another thing too. The color schematic is chamomile. So I haven't, like I said, I hadn't come across any other ones, but I'm assuming that the colors on here are what's in here. So let's see. Let me go ahead and test it. See, that's good to know because I really was under there. Oh, this is cute, look. Okay. All right. Interesting. Not bad. Interesting. But that's cute. The brush tip. Okay. Should you pick these up, just know that the color in here is what's on here. It's not a schematic of things. It's just one box of these, and it's $1.49. Interesting. Once again, interesting. I found some Damask Love ephemera. It says these are layered tags, 6 layered tags. These are the ones that are in here. Life's a Party. Found these were cute. I was walking through the book section and I came across a box sitting on top of a bookshelf, literally. A box sitting on top of a bookshelf. That's all I can tell you. A box sitting on top of a bookshelf. And my mind said, just look at it. So I don't know if these are all the same. I guess they are. Okay, these were a little hard to open up. These are DCWV's dot tag stack. 24 sheets in here. Let's see what they look like. Acid free. Okay, let's take a look. I'm trying to open these. It's a little difficult with that scallop on the end. Okay. They're just hard to flip through right now. They're, but they're cute. Found those. I was in another one and I found this. What is this thing called? It is a chipboard album. It's $1.99. It's been in there for a minute. And so I said, you know what, let me finally go ahead and just look at this and see what's going on with it. It's an Insta photo fun. Some of you have probably already seen it. I've seen it for a while, but I was like, yeah. But there was one, believe it or not, there was one that was open that made me go ahead and just decide to get it. This is what I like about it. Look. Now, I realize there's a lot. This is one side. Here's the other side. Now, here are the covers. Now, I'll be honest with you. We could always take and cut these down and repurpose these a little bit. But I just think that this might be a little useful. The thing is they're double-sided too, so you can use whatever side you want. Or you could just leave it like this, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to deconstruct this because to me this is like 4 extra pieces of paper in here. I don't know. You could even use this for like a little tag. What's the little thing? what's the thing? The sticky. You can even use this for a little sticky book or something, but I got that. I'm trying to cover these little things real quick first. Here's another thing I thought was fabulous. I picked up a pack of AstroBrights, 24-pound paper. I think it's 200 sheets in here. $2.99. Okay. Now, some people probably might say, I don't need yellow paper. You may not, but you can, if depending upon what your craft is, you can print on this. You can use it to layer. You can use it for, as I say, a myriad of things. It says that this paper used to be $13.88, and they're about right. That's an expensive paper, it is. I picked up, I have to open this up myself. I decided to go ahead and grab, once again, I don't know if it's Arteza or Arteza, but I decided to go ahead and grab one of these Arteza lined calligraphy and tracing paper pad set. Now, I have a calligraphy set, but I got this because I want to see what the papers look like, to be honest with you. It's, once again, it was $5. It was $5.99, and they say it used to be $30. I can probably believe that, but let's see what's going on here. Okay, these little corners. Here we go. So, okay. So we're getting the tracing pad. This is tracing paper. Okay. Tracing paper. Now, some people sometimes confuse tracing paper with vellum paper. They're not the same, but they both have different benefits. Okay, I'm glad I have the tracing paper. I promise you I am. Okay, and then, okay, now I can slide this off of here. I couldn't just slide it off at first. Here's the line. Oh, look at that. So, it's lined calligraphy paper. Okay, as they said it was, but here's what I like about this. You know, some people say they want, you know, a lot of people like junk journals and planners. This is, oh wow, and the weight of this paper is phenomenal. What is the weight? I can't see what the weight is. Oh, 60 pounds. It's 60 pounds. It's 60 pounds. Wow. And it feels like it too. That was a couple sheets. Let me do this better. Hold on. This is one sheet. So, you know, whenever I do that, that's letting you know it's a nice weight to the paper. What I like about this sheet of paper, you can put this in journals. You can actually do calligraphy. You can play around with this. This is nice. I like this. And it was a little on the expensive side, with it being $5.99. But I am happy I got this, okay? Wow. All right, let's just sit this here somewhere, all right? Then I went down the book section aisle. And as I was going through the book section aisle, I just decided to just take my little time, as I normally do. One of the books I came across, don't laugh at me, Bridgerton. It was $4.99. Now, I am not one for copyright infringement. First off, look at this first page. Just this one page alone. Look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. And then as we go through here, there's so much imagery. You guys know I am all about imagery and illustration. There's some things we can't do, but we can use some things too. Look at these pages. You've got a mixture of, look at this. This is so pretty. This is nice. There's little pieces in here that you can really dissect if you want to. Look at the scripts. I like this. Even if I were not to use this, this serves as inspiration, okay? This is a nice book. Look at that. This is very nice. You know, as I'm flipping through this book and I'm paying attention to their costumes up close, these things are stunning. They are beautiful. But bottom line, there's a lot of things you can use out of this book without creating a level of, as I always say, copyright infringement. This is nice. Wow. And I can promise you, this page will find itself on something for me. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Okay, this is nice. This is really, really nice. All right, that's one book that I got. I got this book called Drinking Wizards, Warriors, and Dragons. It was $3.99. You're about to see why I got it. See the paper already? This beautiful page right here, I'm going to use it for something. I love the texture of the paper. I am in love. Look at these little images in here. There's so many different types of images in here. And look at this. See, for me, it's all about how it could potentially be used. Now, it's giving you a recipe, don't get me wrong. But it's giving you some images. Look at this. Look at this one. There's something about the way some of these pages just look. Look at this. These are beautiful. Then just the mere fact that the pages already give off this coffee tea dye. Look at that. Oh, look at that. The fact that these already give off this coffee tea dyed type of look is wonderful. It's all about how you see it and how you can use it. Okay, I'm gonna sit this to the side. I picked up this book. I did not expect it to be the price that it is. It's $4.99. This is called the Wakanda Files. Now, as I started flipping through this book, we all know all of these Marvel Studio characters, right? But as I was flipping through this book, I'm going to show you a few things that I saw. Do you all see all of these files, these case files? They've got images now, don't get me wrong, but they've got these case files. Look. They've got a lot, look. They've got a lot of things that can be clipped, snipped, extra distressed. Your journals. Your junk journals. Look. Do y'all see this? There's just a lot. The book is really big, which is why I'm constantly having to move it. But look. There's just a lot in here that you can use. And I stood there. Look, I just stood there. I'm just going to I went back and forth through this book. Because I don't just like to just pick up stuff just for the sake of just picking it up. I steer away from doing so. But as I started going through this book, I said, oh yeah, I can have a lot of fun with this. If you're doing nothing but a collage, you can take these pictures, cut them out, use them. I mean, if you can tell, there is, look at that. There's just a lot to work with. There's a lot to work with in here. Okay. This was fun. It was fun to me. I said, well, yeah, this is, and some of these pages, yep, like this page here, I had no idea until I just figured this out. Look. that's interesting. Yeah, that just caught me off guard. I'm sure there are some others in here that I have just, look at this. So you guys see how we can just take some of these things and just, we can do a lot. That is interesting to me. Wow, I like this. I liked it, but I really, really like it now. Okay? I'm not finished. I'm just trying to organize some things. I got this book called Plants as Medicine. As you all know, I say sometimes that I own a company by the name of Lynn's Beauty Box. I have a YouTube channel here too. But as I am always trying to understand and expand within my ingredient usage, I like to make sure that I am well versed in the many benefits of certain herbs. And so when I see these things, I can sit down honestly and just Google different stuff, but I like to have books so I can take and come back and read them and use them, like echinacea. I can show you, it's like echinacea. I just saw it. Echinacea, for all of us that have like those hot flashes, they say echinacea, well, echinacea is good. There's so many different things in here. Calendula. There's just so much in here that, you know, I just picked up the book for my own personal usage. Now here's another thing. I did not get this from Ollie's, but I'm going to have to do this, then come back to something else. I saw someone on YouTube, Nana, I'm going to have to link her. It's a long name. She showcased beautiful butterflies. This is a coloring book. I went to Ollie's and I hunt every aisle in every store that I went to, and I could not find this. I'm gonna have to go back through her videos. I don't even know if she said she bought it from Ollie's, now that I think about it. But I'm going to show you why this book was, well, I was on the hunt for this book. Here's a butterfly to color. Here's the colored butterfly. Do you see this? This is absolutely stunning. These could be, as you say, fussy cut. Sometimes I would just take and make it a page. I will back this with something. Look at this and make it a page, depending upon what I'm working on. Do you see this beauty? This is gorgeous. It's absolutely just stunning. And then it has this vintage look on the paper. Now this author, I think it is, I saw his name. This author, I have to get to the front of it, has other books like beautiful flowers, beautiful birds, beautiful things. But I had to find these beautiful butterflies. It is amazing. Now, the pages are beautiful, but in person the pages are beautiful on the screen, but to see it in person places me in awe. And so I'm gonna get to another piece of this too. When I get to the front of it, which is why I didn't go to it on purpose. Now, you've got all of these mini images that can be used, in my opinion, as ephemera. These are absolutely gorgeous. Now, I'm trying to see who wrote this book. Diana Bowles, maybe? And it's the Arteza Holding Limit. I don't know I'm reading this incorrectly. This is published by Sirius Publishing in London. I am going to have to grab myself another one of these books along with the series of the other books. I just had to show you all that because that is phenomenal. Now I have this other thing that I need to show you that I gotta clean off some of this to get to the other thing. Cause there's just no way for me. I don't even know what to do now. When I get like this, it's like, okay, I don't know how else to do this. Hold on, let me show you. And it may not even fit. And some of you may completely already be aware, but I found one. In fact, this is the dimensions. The dimensions say 41.5 by 5.6 by 14 inches. The best and only way I can, oh goodness gracious, do this and show this to you. Well, let me see. Let me go around the other side here. It's heavy. Oh, gosh. Whew. Let me see if I can get it in the screen. I was fortunate enough to find one of the Cricut Bright 360 lamps. Now, if you're not familiar with this lamp, it goes for about $150. Being a person that does crafting is more than likely why you're watching this channel. This is something you can go get. $29.99 from $150. It's huge. It's huge. That's all I can tell you. But so as always, thank you so much for tuning in to Paper Peas. I so appreciate your continued support. I love doing this. I just love crafting. I can't even put it into words. Please, by all means, more importantly, be safe. Enjoy your day. Take care.